Coming up on this edition of New England Ski Journal, our second episode featuring the best of New England skiing. We surveyed our readers and they told us who made the top 5 in best lodge, scenery, glades, après, and most challenging resort in the East. It's been a great season so far, cold weather and lots of snow, but February always has the best skiing around here. We hope you have plans to hit the slopes. I'm Meredith Gorman, and in our last episode, we presented our top selections in 5 different skiing categories according to our survey. We had so much fun, and the response was so great, we thought we would present 5 new categories and hear more from some of the resorts themselves. And our first question was, who has the best glades? Backcountry skiing has gained popularity, and here are our top 5. As many Vermonters know, Jay Peak is a great destination to ski the glades. From way up in the Northeast Kingdom, here's Jay Peak President and General Manager Steve Wright.
Glade skiing and good glade riding at a couple of different places in New England. I think the upper end of what we have, the dramatic stuff like Valhalla, Deliverance, Timbuktu, some stuff that's out of bounds here, like Corona Highway, the Dip, things like that, obviously have their place in the lexicon of glade skiing in New England. But for us, it's the intermediate glades and the beginner glades. This is a place where if you want to learn how to ski and ride in the glades, or if you want to teach your kids or friends how to do that, there's an approachability to the beginner and intermediate set of glade skiing that doesn't exist in other places.
Sugarloaf in Carrabassett Valley, Maine, is New England's second largest ski resort. They have a total of 176 trails and glades. Brackett Basin features 100 acres of some of their newest and most challenging glades. As they did a few times in our last show, Saddleback makes our top 5. The Rangeley, Maine resort has made quite a comeback in the past few years. There you will find Casablanca Glades for some of the best backcountry skiing in the East. Cannon Mountain also makes our list in best glades, and many of them are steep. DJ's Tramline and Kinsman Glade are often touted as the most difficult. And Bretton Woods rounds out our top 5 glades category. New Hampshire's largest resort has great beginner and intermediate skiing. And here's Steve Nikipour, the head of Ski Patrol, to tell us more about their glades.
We have a great variety. We have glades really scattered all over the mountain. We have intermediate glades like Black Forest, Cherry Mountain Slide, like Wild West. Some of those are in the main area, some are over on West Mountain. And then on both sides, West Mountain and the Rosebrook Canyon area, we have more advanced glades. And then probably the most remote of all is the Stickney Glades. You take a T-bar up to this beautiful small log cabin, and people love it over there. And it's mostly, I'd say, intermediate glades. There's a few steeper pitches, but it just has a more remote, tucked away feeling to it. You can really spend hours just riding the T-bar, skiing through there's 5 separate glades over there with lots of variations within that. There's also some Nordic skiing over there.
Stay with us on New England Ski Journal. Everyone likes to take a break when skiing and just hang around the lodge after a fun day on the mountain, right? Well, who has the best lodge? Stick with us to find out. New England Ski Journal is brought to you by Country Ski and Sport, a family business celebrating over 50 years of exceptional service. By Burke Mountain, there is a place for you at Burke whether you ski, ride, bike, hike, swim, or simply just stay. So whatever you do, do it like a local. Go to skiburke.com to learn more and plan your visit. By Hestra Gloves, taking care of your hands since 1936. And by Great Glen Trails, your one-stop destination for winter adventure at the base of Mount Washington in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire.
Hey everyone, Jay Stenson from Country Ski, and on today's episode, I want to show you some of the more popular skis and boots you're going to see this year on the slopes. One of our favorite skis in the shop right now is the Atomic Ben Chetler 100. 100mm underfoot, tip and tail rocker combined with a super lightweight construction is the ideal all-mountain ski for the advanced skier. The advantages of a ski like this is that it can really do everything well. Whether you ski in the trees, the bumps, or you like to rip groomers on trail, the Ben Chetler can handle it. Chris Ben Chetler, professional skier and surfer, has been designing the Ben Chetler ski for Atomic for a few years now. But apart from looking cool, these skis rip. One of the key features on the Atomic Bent 100 is the Horizon 3D tip and tail, which adds playfulness and helps skiers float in the deeper snow conditions. New this year from Volkl is the Secret 88, which replaces their popular ladies ski, the Kenja, from years past. Featuring an 88mm waist, full Titanal frame, and Volkl's proprietary 3D radius, this ski can really do it all. The Secret 88 is also a great choice for intermediate skiers looking to enjoy their time on the slopes and get better. With tons of technology, the advanced level skier is going to really love this ski, while the beginner will still have a good day on the slopes. Now let's jump into boots. Here I have the Nordica Speed Machine 110, which features the new BOA closure system and a 3D cork liner for that custom fit on the inside. BOA technology may not be new, but on ski boots it is, and what it does is really allows for that perfect fine-tuned fit for the skier. Aside from the BOA, you're also going to get a completely heat moldable, customizable cork liner. So while this boot's going to break in great when you ski, if you do ever have an issue, it's easy for us to customize after. And finally, we have the Rossi Pure Pro 90, which is a ladies' boot specifically designed for intermediate to advanced level skiers looking for the perfect blend of comfort and performance. Not only does this boot look great, but it packs a punch with all of the features, including grip walk soles, which really help you walk around and not slip and slide, and a full merino wool liner to keep you cozy on the mountain. Skis and boots are just part of the equation, but there's so much more to get you ready for the mountain. Stop by one of our 3 locations in Hanson, Quincy, or Westwood, Mass, and we'll get you ready for winter.
We are looking at our best of New England in 5 skiing categories according to our New England Ski Journal Reader's Survey. Who made our list for Best Lodge? Let's find out. It was only a matter of time before the Beast of the East Killington showed up on our best of lists. But you don't often hear about their lodges. Here's President and GM Mike Salamano.
We built a brand new lodge at the very top of the mountain. It's called the Peak Lodge. And that lodge has glass all the way around it. You can see 5 states and Canada from up there on a nice clear day. And then that's at the top of one of our gondolas, K1 gondola. And at the base of that gondola, we knocked down our old base lodge and put a new one up. That's a 60,000 square foot base lodge. State of the art, has 2 escalators in it. It has really high-end food. It's been really well received. So, for people who haven't been here in a while, I think they'll be very surprised when they come and see some of the infrastructure.
Saddleback Mountain's lodge might not be as big as some of the competition, but sometimes all you need is a cozy, warm fireplace, and Saddleback has one of the best. The base lodge at Bretton Woods goes back 50 years, but they have added on. Recently, they've added the Rosebrook Lodge, located at the top of the mountain. Take the Skyway gondola for some of the best views around. From the White Mountains to the Green Mountains, 2 of the mountains make up Sugarbush Resort in Warren, Vermont. They have more than a few lodges at Sugarbush, but the Mount Ellen Lodge is the most well-known. The lodge features the Green Mountain Lounge, known for its great food and fun entertainment. And concluding our top 5 for Best Lodge is Stowe Mountain Resort. Here's VP and General Manager Mike Giorgio.
So the Lodge at Spruce Peak is an amazing hotel. It's a true ski in, ski out experience. Spruce Camp is the main building there, where you have everything from dining to a bar to guest services, retail rentals. The food is awesome. There's a lot of different dining options, whether it's from breakfast all the way up until dinner. Get like charcuterie and drink and hang out by the fireside. It's really that quintessential feel of a New England skiing experience.
That's it for Best Lodge. When we come back on New England Ski Journal, we find out who has the best scenery, along with Best Après in New England. New England Ski Journal's Base Camp podcast is the weekly podcast on the New England ski scene and beyond. Be sure to download Base Camp wherever you get your podcasts or at skijournal.com. Welcome back. Most resorts here in New England can boast about their amazing views, but you might be surprised at who made our top 5 in best scenery. First on our list is Wildcat in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire. Often noted for its great scenery, you can't get a much better view of Mount Washington and Tuckerman's Ravine than when skiing Wildcat. The skiing isn't too bad either. Also with its views of Mount Washington, we have Bretton Woods. Here again is Steve Nikipour.
So we're part of the Omni Mount Washington Resort, and you get a beautiful view of the Mount Washington Hotel from a whole bunch of different places on the mountain. You get a view of it from the top at the Rosebrook Lodge, from the top of the gondola. On a clear day, you see Mount Washington and the Northern Presidential Range right behind it. So it's really a striking view.
Mountain views were popular in our Best of Scenery category, but people also liked the lake views as well, like at Gunstock, where you find the best look at Lake Winnipesaukee. Another resort with some great lake views, Mount Sunapee, made our top 5. From the summit of the southern New Hampshire mountain, you not only can see Lake Sunapee, but on clear days, you'll get a look at 13 other ski resorts. And finally, Cannon Mountain continues to earn a spot on our best of lists. The aerial tramway in Franconia Notch has been providing amazing scenic views for decades in both the winter and the summer. We know some of you have probably been waiting to see who our readers selected in the top 5 for Best Après. Well, we have 2 resorts that were far and away the favorites, Stowe and Killington. Let's hear from them both.
Killington's known for après. That's probably the signature piece. The whole Killington Road has the Pickle Barrel, the Wobbly Barn, these iconic nightclubs and with bands and a lot of great after skiing adventures. So it's just a great place to hang out. But now that we've been upgrading our lodges, we have 7 base lodges and we have music all weekend long in each lodge. So each one kind of has a different feel in terms of what you want. Some might be a rock band in one and another one might be an acoustic band. So we kind of spread it out and let people choose where they want to go.
There is so much for après. At the end of the day, you can experience live music with all the various different selections of beer and cocktails. Also, the town of Stowe is quite vibrant, and there's so many options right down the road, and you get a little bit of everything, whether you want to get that locals feel that's at one of the locations or really go to a high-end cocktail bar and wine bar. We kind of run the gamut on different experiences.
Since most skiers and snowboarders eat breakfast before they get to the mountain, we couldn't really include best breakfast in our survey. But here's one place that all of us here at New England Ski Journal just love to go to, 27 North in North Conway, New Hampshire.
I've known Andrea from Delaney's, and when she opened this place, we definitely made it a point to come and visit. Love the menu, it's very eclectic.
I really like it. I got Oreo pancakes, and you got Farney pancakes. These
Fruity
are
Pebble
it's
and
real
Oreo.
Oreos. This bacon is also good.
I love coming to 27 North because it's right next to the mountains, it's right next to the train across the street, and it's by the amazing M&D Playhouse. And let me tell you, the food here, you can't beat it.
I like the home fries, yeah.
My favorite is the Bloody Mary.
They have the best Bloody Marys in the valley, hands down.
We love the tots.
And the tots, obviously.
I think these pancakes are really good, and the French toast.
Steak's good. Ask for it rare. It's nice. Tots are good. Drinks are good. The staff is awesome. It's a great atmosphere. You see other locals here.
And for a breakfast place, they're not all about turning over tables. Like, they allow you to sit and enjoy your breakfast without ever feeling rushed.
If you're in the area, definitely check it out.
The vibe is amazing. The food is delicious every time. Come, 27 North's the best.
Stay with us. When we come back, we have something for all you daredevils out there. It's who our readers picked as the most challenging ski resorts in New England. New England Ski Journal is your complete source for skiing and the outdoors in New England. With some of the best writers and photography in the industry, New England Ski Journal will inform and inspire you with insight and advice on the ski and outdoor scene like no one else. From special destinations, resorts, lodging, gear, backcountry gems, the après scene, as well as summer and fall experiences, New England Ski Journal is your go-to source for guide and adventure. Log on to skijournal.com/subscribe to start your ski and outdoor experience today. If you're looking for daily content on the New England ski and outdoor scene, skijournal.com has you covered, delivering insider information with their expert lineup of ski and outdoor journalists in the industry. Looking for your next ski experience? Check out all of our New England Ski Journal episodes at skijournal.com as we visit some of the best ski resorts and destinations in the region. Here on New England Ski Journal, we're showing you the results of our recent survey where we asked our readers where we could find the best of in several categories. This is who our readers chose as the most challenging. We started the resort that landed on 6 of our best of New England lists, Cannon Mountain. They call Cannon the living legend, and it has the highest ski area summit in New Hampshire. It can get quite cold at Cannon, but the challenge may have something to do with the steepness of many of the advanced trails. Then there's Jay Peak in Vermont, another resort where the weather certainly adds to the experience. The snow is deep and the skiing is outstanding this year. Here again is Steve Wright.
Well, I think that, there's kind of legend and lore to it. The reality of it is that, we have a lot of expert terrain that is both on the map and off the map that's pretty widely known at a Black Diamond designation trail like Face Chutes off of Tram. And for the most part, it in no way compares to single diamond terrain almost in any place that's in New England. Both a combination of the pitch of the slope and the gnarliness of what's involved with having to ski or ride through it is pretty severe. That's the reality of it. I think you just get a lot of people in New England talking about Jay Peak and how it, is kind of we call it an on-the-shelf type resort where, you kind of look at it and say, at some point I'm going to go ski there. And it has a lot to do, I think, with what they've heard about the place, the deep snow and the nasty ass wind and the general gnarliness of the place. I think all of that conspires to make it feel like it's a pretty dramatic place to ski or ride.
Sugarloaf can be a challenge sometimes to get to for Southern New Englanders, but always well worth the trip. It's the only New England resort with lift service, above treeline skiing and snowboarding, and as we noted earlier, their glades are some of the best. Just for the size and incredible variety of trails, Killington makes our top 5 for most challenging. You can ski at Killington all week and never go down the same trail twice. And on Bear Mountain, you can find Outer Limits, the longest and steepest mogul run in the East. If you like moguls, Killington's for you. And finally, in our top 5 and most challenging, the bumper sticker says it all. Ski it if you can. Mad River Glen in Vermont is the go-to for many adventure skiers in the East. Here's more from Rye Young.
Mad River Glen, people might refer to it as a throwback mountain. We still have a single chairlift. We have a couple other fixed grip doubles here, but what you will not see here is high-speed lifts delivering lots of people to the top of the mountain all at once. We believe in a low uphill capacity model. And another thing that we do here that is not industry standard, is that we limit our pass and ticket sales to ensure that those trails are kept uncrowded so that people can enjoy the scenery and the skiing around them without having to worry about, there's always the risk of collision when you have too many people on any one slope at one time. So, there are other glaring differences here. One is that you won't see wide boulevards with compressed air and water pipes running up them. We do make snow here at Mad River Glen. We pump about 10 million gallons of water a year, covering about 15% of our terrain. Most of that terrain is lower mountain, but we leave our black diamonds alone for the most part.
That concludes our look at the best of New England skiing. There's plenty of great winter destinations out there, so what are you waiting for? This is New England Ski Journal, and I'm your host, Meredith Gorman. Go hit the slopes. New England Ski Journal is brought to you by Country Ski and Sport, a family business celebrating over 50 years of exceptional service. By Burke Mountain, there is a place for you at Burke, whether you ski, ride, bike, hike, swim, or simply just stay. So whatever you do, do it like a local. Go to skiburke.com to learn more and plan your visit. By Hestra Gloves, taking care of your hands since 1936. And by Great Glen Trails, your one-stop destination for winter adventure at the base of Mount Washington in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire.